calm down, cause he just wanna learn something, so I teach him something. I am the one that teach.
Call me 10 wins and 20.
And the reason why am I talking about this right now? Because a lot of people emailing me, brother, saying, man, you know, we need the network. I support you. We need to do this. I'm telling you, it ain't that easy, man. It ain't that damn easy. You don't just connect with a nigga like me like that. Ask any motherfucker on YouTube in this community yet, have they ever met me in person? Only one person met me in person. That's Infinite Plane Society people. And they tried to meet up with me again. I stopped doing that because that raised red flags. IPS sent people to Las Vegas to see me, and he didn't come. That was weird, because I felt like somebody followed me back to see where my address was. Now IPS, Infinite Plane Society, is back in Vegas with an expo. He wanted me to be at it. I noticed he's another guy out there that hopped on the Nipsey Hussle bandwagon. If IPS listening to this right now, make yourself known in the chat. I'll open up a Hangouts and we can talk about this face to face, because I email you, bro. So yeah, I'm calling you out as far as the flat earth leaders that's being exposed. I've been lenient on you, but people that want to know why I don't really fuck with the penguins no more, because nigga, the penguins is Masons. Why you think they wear the bow tie and the black and gold? When I was fucking with the penguins and IPS, motherfuckers was donating thousands in my super chat. Who remember? Who remember? Who remember when them penguins show up, $100 donation? That was fucking Illuminati money. I know that penguin money when I see it. When IPS people showed up in your chats, man, they donated hundreds. Y'all remember that shit. Flat Earth asshole told you that when he threw up the 666 in the damn video. Jake exposed IPS. Why you think I kept my distance from him? I didn't want to say nothing wrong to IPS, because I read a threatening message that he sent somebody else saying how he can have them killed and shit. And I believe he can do it. I do believe that IPS is Illuminati and a Mason. I just never wanted to say that live, but fuck it, I don't care no more. That man sent people to meet me. And it wasn't until I started waking up with this goddamn electromagnetic shit. Now they want to come to Vegas and shit. I'm just saying, man, it's a lot of shit been happening, yo. IPS, I'm going to show you, before I get out of here, let me show you this shit. I can show you an email right now that I had with IPS, where IPS said he don't even know who the hell Nipsey Hussle is. But this man going live every day talking about Nipsey Hussle death is a hoax. This dude all about making money. That's what I'm saying. When I saw that, I fell back. I said, I'm exposed this shit. You promoting the Las Vegas Expo in a Nipsey Hussle damn video. So if that man is dead, you so out of line, because I'm finna show you this shit. Watch this. Look. Look, I'm finna expose IPS right now. Fuck this shit. Tired of the fucking fakery, my nigga. Here go the email from Infinite Plane Society. Read this shit, y'all. Read it. Sure. One thing, I don't know anything about Nipsey the artist. Hold up. Anything, yo. You don't know anything about Nipsey the person either, because you didn't grow up with him and you ain't from Rolling 60s Crip. You a white boy from the goddamn suburbs. So the Infinite Plane says, as I speak, he's growing his channel off Nipsey Hussle name. He growing his channel off this black man, and I don't know if Nipsey dead or not. But we just gonna go with it and just say he dead, because shit, we ain't gonna never see him again. So this white boy, and I'm not racist, I just got to show y'all the picture here. This white boy is growing his name and his following off a dead black man. And because black people want to hear about Nipsey Hussle so bad, they don't give a fuck. They just want to be entertained. Look, the nigga who, not when Infinite Plane go live, he got over 1,000 people listening to him talk about Nipsey Hussle. But check this out. I don't know anything about Nipsey the artist. Well, how can you talk about him? I only know the event, the coverage, my own critique and observations. But did you talk about Dr. Sebi? Because that's the event. I do not intend to minimize the fact that there are COINTELOPS targeting black leaders. No, nigga. The black leaders are the fucking COINTELPRO agents. See, look at this email, dog. That's why I don't trust Infinite Plane Society. He said, I'm in pursuit of truth and I'm not convinced that a shooting happened. You ain't convinced that a shooting happened, so you teach that the man ain't dead is a fact. If you ain't convinced that a shooting happened, then you should equally be convinced that it didn't happen. If you all about truth, you should be in the middle. You should be neutral. So if you ain't convinced that a shooting happened, you shouldn't be saying one didn't happen. You should be saying what the fuck I'm saying. I don't know if it did or it didn't. That's what I'm saying. Fake events are disguised as real and cloaked in plausible conspiracy rabbit trails. That's my view. Now, Infinite Plane Society is getting damn near 1,000 subscribers a day teaching that Nipsey Hussle didn't die. The hypocrisy of it, I was talking to Infinite Plane one day, and he talked about, he brought up some dude, a great thinker, as one of his leaders. And I said to myself, what if I tell him that guy ain't dead for real? Everybody got their little leaders. You know, he said in his email that it is some black leaders who COINTELPRO targeting. Who are you to decide which one it is or not? So this white boy who don't even know nothing about Nipsey, know enough to say that Nipsey ain't a black leader. His white ass know enough about Nipsey to say, oh, this nigger ain't no black leader. So my question to Infinite Plane Society, which motherfucking leaders were targeted and which ones weren't? And how are you coming to these conclusions, and who the fuck are you to say which one's targeted or not? And how do a white boy got so much influence to black people leaders? That's when I knew it was some Masonic shit. The fact that I told him, let me come on your show and talk about Nipsey Hussle with you. Cause check this out, y'all. When IPS had a small channel and my channel was big, y'all know I let that man on my channel all the time. I've promoted several of IPS events on my channel because I got the big channel. But ever since this Nipsey Hussle shit, he's been having a big channel and a big live stream following. So I told him in this email, let's motherfucking have the show, and I want to talk to you about Nipsey on your channel live since you got over 1,000 people. He didn't even email me back. He didn't even email me back, and he kept going live saying the man ain't dead, but won't let me debate him. He won't let me challenge him. Now he brought his ass on all of my platforms to motherfucking IPS. Is that question, I'm thinking, I'm opening a fucking panel now. Dreads, you the only one coming up here. Now that's another, Dreads the only person they ain't called out. I've been seeing his channel grow. I ain't hating on him. He can say Nipsey ain't dead because he's a black man. It's a
I'm not really going to listen too much more. I just want to point something out. You know, in all fairness, I'm busy. I'm always busy. You know, we've all been busy. I'm organizing an expo. And so I didn't have time, you know, to follow up with I don't have time to follow up with everybody, but yeah, Bro Sanchez emailed me and I wrote him back. It took him 5 days to get back to me. I have the email right here. And I said, yeah, I'm very clear that this is a psychological operation. And, you know, I dealt with the same situation with Max Egan. And this is something I want to talk about, Max Egan, and how it pertains to this. So I'm not going to spend too much time. I stepped into Bro Sanchez for like a minute, and he said, I don't have the right to comment about Nipsey because I'm not black. And I think that's bullshit. Because then you can't comment about Sandy Hook. Or, you know, it's like, what do you mean? That doesn't make any sense. We just got off creating a documentary about New Zealand, which was about white neo-Nazi shooting Muslims or whatever. I mean, these psyops, I mean, racism is a psyop. Dividing people by race is a psyop. I don't even care about that. I'm paying attention to media deconstruction, and yet, you know, I'm getting blasted for what? For talking about a CIA asset, cultural infiltrator, um, false messiah. You know, these are my opinions, and I don't care if people don't want to agree with me. But I'm telling you this: we've exposed this thing ad nauseum, and I'm not going to stop exposing it. There's nobody who can tell me to stop exposing it. In fact, I have more information now about the topic worth going into, but I'm saving it for the morning. Hey, there's no reason for notifications. Look, I'm not going to keep this long. I'm just saying I'm not interested in YouTube politics. It's the reason why I open my phones and I reach outside of YouTube. I don't care about the PSYOP industrial complex's false idols, and nobody can tell me who I can and cannot criticize. And so I'm not worried about it. I'm just saying, look, apparently I've been added I've been thrown in with a lump of other people who are considered to be, for some reason, according to Bro Sanchez, untrustworthy. And I don't see that. I don't really think that I deserve that. I mean, I understand where he's coming from with Mark and Patty, who snubbed him, who pretty much try to control this conversation that he's a part of with Flat Earth and all that. I understand that, but I'm not doing that. What I'm trying to do here is expose and deconstruct the PSYOP industrial complex as it goes. And so you want to tell me I can't talk about Nipsey Hussle, then on what authority? You know, the media is trying to say you can't talk about any event where there are casualties. It has to be only, like, remember when Vegas happened, when you had the Vegas shooting on the Harvest Festival, 10/1/2017, they said the only people who can talk about it is BBC, Fox News, CNN. Like, they're trying to actually control who can talk about it. And so, to me, that's mind control. When you start saying, well, who can and can't talk about it, that's censorship. And so now trying to suggest that I am not someone who should be allowed to talk about Nipsey's fake death because I don't have the right skin color, that's kind of racist as fuck. And I'm not going to really play into it. So, you know, I'm really post-racial, post-political, post-media, post-religion. I don't really I don't get stuck on that kind of stuff. I'm about ideas. And so what he just basically said was that I shouldn't be talking about this because I don't have the right skin color. And it just sounds to me like it has nothing to do with the truth. It sounds like somebody's speaking from maybe, I don't know, uh, being competitive or something. But honestly, you know, I don't care.
See, and that's what I'm talking about. When I was talking to IPS, that's what I was telling him. That's my brother. Me and IPS, cool. People know that the Penguins and the Panthers rock together. Since people know I'm associated with IPS, some of the things he say can affect me too in certain ways. And I'm going to give you an example. Do you know how many networks and bridges that were burnt because the people I let on my panel? Because Brother Sanchez allowed white people to get on his panel and say whatever they want to say, a lot of pro-black people want to harm me and do things to me. A lot of them say stuff to me like, man, you need to check some of them white folks what they saying on your panel. I don't agree with that. Every human can say what they want to say. But they are right in some instances that if you're white speaking on the death of a black man, be careful calling it a hoax. And I was telling that man that for his safety,